Alright, so my name is Miles Hensel and I'm here for Grapevine on Heart of Darkness. Let's see if anybody has actually read the book this time. I think this time around I'm going to have some more luck because I think AP actually read it, so let's go find out. Let's go. So I'm Miles, I'm here at Heart of Darkness. So is this, what's your name?
Kathleen.
Kathleen, I knew that. Anyways, so what do you think about Heart of Darkness?
I thought it was a wonderful story and I really enjoyed it.
What's your favorite part about the book?
When the velociraptors gnawed your souls.
Not kind of. What's your name?
I'm Lori Baki.
Lori Baki. So what do you think about Heart of Darkness?
Oh, Heart of Darkness was a really good book, and it really shows nature versus society, and it really just helps to understand nature and humans' role in life in relation to God.
It's actually really close to that story. I'm not gonna lie. Did you actually read the book?
No.
Whoa! Good job!
Thanks, Miles.
That's a really... Heart of Darkness. So what do you think about the book, man?
What about it?
What do you think about it? What's your favorite part,
Are we on camera?
It's a camera.
Dude, no, what the crap? What is this? No.
No.
And so I'm here with what's your name?
Forrest Detzel.
Forrest Detzel. And so what do you think about the book, man?
Oh, I thought it was very deep, yes.
Yes, there's so many deep thoughts in it.
I know, and dark.
You want to elaborate on
It was a little mysterious. It was like an adventure. I thought it was.
It was an adventure. Weren't they on a boat?
Yeah, they were on a boat down a river, hunting for this
people.
unknown man.
What they gonna kill? What the cannibals gonna?
Well, the cannibals were actually very controlled. They were controlling themselves. They weren't.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Eating
that's true.
people.
So he doesn't know what he's talking about. Thank God for AP kids, right? Well, my name is Miles Hensel, and I'm here for Grapevine on Heart of Darkness. So I'm here with, what's your name?
Miss Sonek.
Miss Sonek. So what do you think about Heart of Darkness?
I'm like,
What's your name?
Kathy.
Kathy. Alright, so what do you think about the book?
It was alright. It was one of the better ones we read this year.
Really? So what's your favorite part about the book? No.
I like the whole second chapter when they're going up the river, and the whole thing is just imagery about the people and the state of man in general.
See, that's good. Yeah, imagery is good, actually vocabulary. But so she remembers a lot about the book.
Yeah, I used Spark Notes just like my students.
That's always good.
Yes, because they're quite accurate and I was able to pass all my quizzes. Heart of Darkness is, from what I remember, it was kind of difficult to get through, but the whole entire point of having to travel to the jungle he had to prove something to himself and also to the people he was with, I think is very poignant in today's society.
That's pretty good.
Spark Notes.
Spark Notes. What do you think a main underlying theme was in the book?
Other than Heart of Darkness.
Well, I know, but there's like, there's cannibals, like I said, talked with Forrest about, and there was the, let's see, there's I like that kind of stuff. What was...
Well, there's a lot of water imagery and people. The people are not named except for the two main characters, so the people become images in themselves. Yeah, but they aren't actually given names. It's just Marlowe and Kurtz, and then everyone else is just listed by the profession, like the helmsman and the brickman.
Yeah, so do you give any more insight on the book? Something they might not know if they didn't read, or?
The imagery is really deep into the state of man and what he is on a base level. If that kind of went over your head, I suggest going back reading the Cliff Notes, and that would help you out a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying Cliff Notes and Spark Notes today. So thank you very much for helping out.
No problem.
All right, well, I'm good. Well, this is actually our second interview with Mr. Henry because the first interview got lost somehow. So we're going to try this again. So, Mr. Henry, what do you think about Heart of Darkness? This is, a quick summary for him.
Well, as I said before, it's hard to take a work that is so large in scope and just kind of boil it down to a quick soundbite. However, I think that Conrad created a piece of literary art with Heart of Darkness. And what I mean by that is it's this perfect kind of coming together of form or style and meaning and with some rather large ideas wrapped up in it. So it's a phenomenal work. But I think more to the point is that Conrad's book is kind of asking a fundamental question about human nature.
Yeah, who we really are.
Yeah, who we are and what we are. And I think to the degree that he answers it, it's a pretty dark vision of who we are.
It really is. You read the book, all the language is really dark. And,
Well, the book is drenched, is it not, in darkness, as the title indicates. And the further Marlowe goes into the middle of the Congo, the more he begins to question, our motivations and what really is, what is civility really is. Curiosity about this character. But Kurtz, as a number of characters in the book, at one point Marlowe uses the word hollow to describe him. And that theme kind of runs throughout the book as well, sort of the hollowness of modern man in a certain sense, or certainly the hollowness of the people that are out in the middle of the Congo.
Yeah, actually, I read that poem after you showed me it, and it was interesting. It started off with the quote from the book, and then it went off into talking about how people are hollow in their souls.
Well, yeah, that whole T.S. Eliot poem. I mean, Eliot was aware of Conrad's work very intimately, and you're right. He pulled that line out at the beginning of The Hollow Men, and some of the same images that Eliot uses in The Hollow Men we see in Heart of Darkness. There's a line where where Marlowe is talking about the brickmaker and the idea that, I think Marlowe wants to find out, he wants to know. We're all curious about things. And as I said earlier, the book loosely alludes to even the Garden of Eden and the idea of wanting to know something, and then perhaps after one knows it, maybe even regretting the whole search for it in the first place. Because Marlowe comes back undoubtedly a changed person.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for indulging me once more.
No problem. Glad to be of service.